Has the news gone off? Has the news gone off early?
No. Why?
Because there's a lot of action on the US pairs.
Positioning. Because of positioning.
Yeah, they could be setting it all up for a big turnaround. You just don't know.
Yeah. According to the expectations, there's not much change in the CPI. 5.5 versus 5.6 for year on year, and month on month is 0.4 versus 0.4. So if it's going to if it's going to be coming out disappointing, and this is just expectation, I guess at this point, is dollar will get weak. Because they've already said they're not going to raise any more interest rates, so there's no reason for the dollar to be strong, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they like the interest rate, they just keep pounding in. It
Yeah.
still gets stronger.
Yeah.
They feel like the interest rate is will give out good dividends on it.
I mean, the next big news is the debt ceiling. If they're going to come out with anything on that, and that's not going to happen at 8:30. They have a month to decide what to do with it.
I think they've decided already. They're probably planning for the month after that, and even the month after that.
Now, the way the politics are running, they're banging heads right now,
Right.
especially with the Toad taking the side of the Congress, even though full well and good that he shouldn't be doing that.
Well, shoulda, woulda, coulda. What they should be doing and what they are doing,
Yeah.
nearly always two different things.
And the debt ceiling is to pay for the past decisions, not for future decisions. So how can you negotiate future decisions based on what you are supposed to pay on the past decisions?
Well, if you're working in one of the big banks, and especially in the Fed, and if you're involved with the Department of Finance or whatever you call them, then I'm sure you can come up with a formula for just about anything that you want.
Yeah.
And that you can justify that, and you can spin it to the public or whoever needs to be spun to. And I don't believe a word any of them say. I really don't. But I think it's all BS. But one thing's for sure and certain, that the market works on sentiment, and unless you can come up with a very, very accurate live sentiment reader,
Yeah.
you never know what's really going on. But anyway, you have your currency strength meter there.
Where?
Well, you have got one, haven't you? I don't know if you have it turned on or not, but you have one.
Yeah, I have one, but I put it on a separate platform now.
So is that giving any indication as to the strength or weakness of the dollar at the moment?
Dollar is very strong right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean anything, but it is what it is. Because that thing could go all the way down as soon as the news hits.
Oh yeah, what's the DXY looking like?
I don't have a DXY on this.
Looking kind of strong, actually.
You look at the US 30. US 30 is middling. It's weak. But got 4 more minutes. That's interesting. Well, it's showing 1 hour here. I guess gold is in a different timetable than the rest of the currencies.
I mean, gold is currently the $2020, $2027, $2030 an ounce.
Mhm.
An
No, I
ounce.
mean, it's showing that the next bar, 4-hour bar is an hour and a half, but the rest of the currency is in a half hour.
No, but my point is, I can remember reading a few years ago that gold should have been at $5,000 an ounce.
Mhm.
And at the time I was saying to myself, how can gold be $5,000 an ounce? But now it's two, you know.
I mean, when it was like 1,400 an ounce, I was going to say, okay, it has to come down. So hitting all kinds of highs and stuff, but no, kept going.
No, kept going, yeah.
Yeah, I think go usually in the platform it opens an hour later than the currency. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
I think that's why it's off by an hour.
Okay. All right, how much time is left? Minute 22. It's interesting, stochastic wise, the yen pair is in opposite directions, the weekly and daily. Whereas this is peaking, or is peaked over here, as you can see. And the weekly is just getting started to the upside. And this one, the weekly is very strong. And the daily hasn't caught up yet on gold to go long. Well, it's been a tough day to trade today, that's for sure. Did you take any trades this morning, John?
Yeah, I had a pretty good day actually.
Yeah, so I didn't hear from you.
No, hey, I cleared up a lot of stuff I had to do so I could get in here for an hour and a half today.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ, almighty.
There's the news.
Look at that. Wow.
As expected, there is no change. 5.5 versus 5.5 and 0.4 versus 0.4.
Okay, why is it not letting me get out of these trades?
And the dollar is all of a sudden weak.
Yeah, watch it turn around and come back down.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch.
Sorry, lads, but this is, you know, this, if ever anybody needed any convincing regarding trading the news when it comes out.
Yeah. So I'm going to switch
Or
to
sorry,
the 5-minute
sorry,
chart.
I beg your pardon, prior to the news, you're at nothing. You're just completely and utterly at nothing.
Here's a 5-minute chart. Platform seems to be frozen.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes, this thing is not letting me.
Yeah, it's off, and now it's back to life. Okay.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what happened.
I think they froze the platform for everybody, so they could get their
CPI, the US
positions
dollar
in.
CPI was 0.1% worse than forecast.
It didn't even let me get out. I was in a New Zealand and Euro trade.
Right.
And I was up 100 and something pips on each, and I hit to get out, and it wouldn't get me out until it got out of profit.
Ah,
That's some bull crap. Jesus Christ.
Exactly. My God.
covered the whole gamut from yesterday's high to yesterday's low. The USD yen. This one broke the high. That one broke the high.
I don't know what's going on with this thing.
Yeah, this one's testing the top of the channel, gold. This one is broken. And that's broken the bottom.
Gold will probably go up to the previous month high.
I'm surprised the profit taking hasn't kicked in yet.
Oh, it has. It has.
And then when you look at gold, it's not receding at all.
I know, but there's a lot of profit taking going on here. Guarantee it. Yeah.
All right, so let's recap. What did we think about these? USD yen, we were waiting. Pound dollar was cycling down, waiting for M15 trend. Everything reversed. And gold, we are waiting for the news and everything reversed. Right.
We were saying that the Euro US looked like it was going to go short. It went up 50 pips. Gold dropped on the news. Gold dropped 50 pips and then turned around and went back up.
Yeah.
210 pips. Yeah. Wow, that's kind of.
Well, Fitmo would have frozen your platform anyway.
All right, big time.
Yeah.
So where's gold at now?
And the spreads increased from 22 pips to 4 pips on gold.
From 22 to 24.
No, 2 pips to 4 pips.
All right.
The spread 20 to 40, right?
Yeah. No, it's starting. This is where I get caught out sometimes. It starts to turn around and go back down, and then it suddenly booms back up again. You know?
All right. But they've frozen the platform again. There's no data coming through. There
Okay.
we go. Now watch everything come down. So ideally, we have to wait for a cycle back up, take the trade on the 5 minute. 1 minute is already cycling down for gold, and the pound dollar is cycling back up. USD yen is cycling back down.
Yeah.
So is this a trade, Santiago?
On the 1 minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a trade. Yeah. But you're getting close to the end of a 15-minute
Yeah.
candle.
15.
It's a big 15-minute candle, so just gotta be careful if you get in. You need to get out. Once it finishes, cycles up.
So you wait for a 15-minute cycle or a 5-minute cycle?
I mean, the next trade would be a 5-minute cycle, but I'm talking about right now. you have 1 minute cycles going up, everything is strong.
Okay,
What I'm saying is if you do take the 1 minute cycle, then when the 1 minute peaks, you need to get out because there's already a big candle.
right. Gold just turned everything around.
You know what I'm saying? When the news come out, I don't care the 4 hour, the daily, it could turn any other indicator totally different direction.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge spike, right? This is a 50 pip spike on the pound dollar.
It did that in a minute. It normally takes about a half a day for it to do that.
Yeah. It turned around so fast, it is not even showing the peak for the 15 minute. This one is, but not gold.
I got screwed out of 300 pips, man. I was looking at that, I was like, oh yeah, ching. And it was like, okay, it's not letting me out. What's going on?
And it just taking gold long.
Okay,
The reason I took it is it took out the 3 ball on the 1 minute.
right.
Should have waited for the 5 minute really, but there you go.
So you're taking the breakout trade.
Yeah.
It's just let's suffer with you.
Well, I'm going to be. I wanted it to get to the previous month high, but it might just come up short of it. Ah, here.
Right. They're all doing a continuation breakout trades here. Of course, gold is playing its own game.
What happened there? I got taken out for -13.
On gold,
Yeah. Got my stop too close. Okay, just went back in long on gold. Wow.
All right, you're about to get a new 15-minute bar.
Mhm.
Let's see how it sets up.
Yeah, the data feed is really intermittent. It's stopped again.
I'm out of gold. I got 7 pips out of it.
Yeah.
Is there more news coming out of that?
Oh,
Not till 10:30, which is crude oil inventories.
Oh, okay. All right, let's see what's going on.
Yeah, my platform is frozen.
You have to close it down and bring it back up.
It's not gonna help. This morning, they won't let me take any orders when I was trying to trade on this platform. It kept saying connection dead, connection dead, connection dead, whatever. It's very, look at it, very intermittent. Oh, it's killing me.
The Dow shot up 230 pips.
Yeah,
Oh, well.
a lot of profit taking going on now. And dollar is the weakest currency now.
Right.
No idea what's going on.
It's probably just trying to set up for the next hour.
Probably, yeah. I gotta take a break for a minute and get a coffee. Excuse me.
You might even get them burst before the hour's over.
USD yen is moving along nicely.
Yeah.
Pound dollar seems to have stalled for some reason. Gold couldn't break through.
Oh, hit the top of the channel.
Previous month high. Bounced from there. Aussie dollar did well. It's went straight up.
Actually, Aussie dollar had the best setup right
Yeah.
off the right before the news. It was bouncing off the previous day low.
Yeah.
And did we even go over the Aussie dollar?
Well, what do you mean? Did we even go?
No, I said did we go over the Aussie dollar?
Yes, we did.
Oh, we did.
It said waiting on the news.
Oh.
Because everything was going short. I mean, even the New Zealand dollar did well.
Right.
So it's still going up. Whereas the pound dollar is stalling. I mean, the USD yen is chugging down, right? Relentlessly going towards.
It looks like the market has taken a big adverse reaction to this news.
Yeah.
The dollar is just, well, am I seeing the gap on the US dollar yen on the 15-minute time frame?
Yeah. It's the 1 minute is trying to recycle. That's why it's hesitating. But the pound dollar, the 1 minute recycling didn't do anything.
Oh, I don't know. I don't get it anymore. I really can't make any sense of it at all.
I think it's just
Almost
the market is settling down, so
Yeah.
you just have to wait for the setup.
And the 5 minute is totally peaked, right? And the 15 is still going up. You would have thought that the 1 minute cycle would have pushed it, but didn't do anything. Now it's moving. Spoke too soon.
Which one?
Pound dollar.
Doing the last
Yep.
minute.
Yeah, you're breaking
Another
up there,
push.
Santiago.
Pound dollars giving the last minute push.
Yeah, it's gone up to 127.
His goal is trying to set up for a swing, a 5-minute swing.
Yeah, 5-minute swing. That's why I'm not getting out of it. I know it is going to go. If the pound dollar is moving like this,
Yeah, it's just a matter of time for gold to follow through.
yeah,
Oh, you took the pound dollar long.
I'm up 17 pips.
Nice one.
Of course, it's darkling, right? Keeps going up and down.
A new hour is about to come in, so it's
Yeah.
gonna get that hesitation.
And my Fitmo account, I'm up quite a bit today. $9,000. 4.5%.
I'm really fancying a short on the pound yen.
Pound yen. Let's see. Yeah, it is setting up for a short. But it's not moving as well as the USD yen is moving.
I went away from that.
It's actually within that master candle until that breaks. It may just go sideways. So let me
see
take my
what it's-
focus.
I see where the pound yen has stopped. The US yen has stopped. Big support on the 1 hour.
Just this price action look totally different between the two platforms. Don't get it. I have a long candle here on my other platform, but here it's showing nothing. I think it's missing data on this one.
Okay. There's the pound US starting to turn up again.
Yeah, the 1 minute is cycling.
We got
Back
the-
up.
yeah. I'm going to
And
take a long
USD yen is
one.
coming down again. The 1 minute cycling down again.
Okay. US yen.
It's the start of a new hour, like Santiago said. So they should give it the push. Of course, gold is misbehaving.
I know.
Always
I mean,
does.
if it gives a nice cycle down and then it decides to go up, it'll be a better trade.
Yeah.
You'll get more pips out of it.
Problem was that the 1 minute gave a change of direction, so it has to go back up, do another change of direction, pull the 5 minute up with it.
Right.
Okay, I'm taking the pound yen short.
Okay.
As long as the 5-minute doesn't give you a change in direction and stays strong,
Yeah.
yeah, the 1 minute is gonna fluctuate back and forth,
Right.
depending how big the pullback is.
Correct. All right. Pound yen seems to be pounding away to the downside.
It's trying. Very trying.
It's about to break the 3 ball.
Yeah.
It's probably headed to that previous day low. Will be target.
Yeah. Come on, come on. You can do it. So the pound yen is hitting the weekly pivot. That's why it's hesitating. Once it breaks through, you should come back and retest it and then go.
1 second. Oh,
I'm going to get out of my USD yen, 21 pips. Reason being that the 1 minute is doing a change of direction. I'll just wait for another setup to come down. Didn't want to lose. I already lost 9 pips, so I didn't want to lose anymore. I just need the pound yen to give me close to 20 pips. That should be good enough. Okay, here we go.
okay. I'm just going with an add-on on the pound yen.
All right. 1 minute is still waffling, so I have to hold off. All right, I'm going to take my 10 pips on this one. Pound dollar. Wait for a better turnaround. So I made 31 pips on this and lost 40. I'm losing 42 on this. So I almost break even. I understand. Yen is one of the strongest currencies and dollar is one of the weakest. And the USD yen is not moving down. Didn't beat enough on gold. 6-9 pips is enough. Just look at Swiss yen. Okay. You short on Swiss yen.
That could be a very good call.
It's only 3 pips away from breaking the 3 ball. So if it does that, it should be good to go. Right now, the 1 hour is peaking. That's why it's kind of hesitating.
Wow, that pound US has dropped.
Yeah.
Gold is tumbled.
I mean, I should have gotten out when it did the change of direction on the 1 minute.
Yeah, well,
That'll save me a few pips here.
I should have entered it on the short.
Yeah. Now,
It'd be up 60 pips now.
you'll be up how many?
If I'd entered it on the short entry, I would
Yeah.
I would now be up 57 pips.
Really?
Yeah. On
Here,
gold.
how many trades would you have taken?
One.
Okay.
It looks like it's going to take most, if not all, of the move back. So there should be another 70 pips to the downside.
It may just come back and retouch previous day high and then bounce off of that.
Yeah.
That would be a good setup if everything sets up off of that for our next leg up.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm aiming for, and there should be 50 pips in it. Can you Adam and Eve that?
Yeah, it also could be setting up for the 8:30, 9:30
Open.
open. Yeah.
Gold is doing a morning star formation. It's a reversal. How's your pound yen doing there? John? John, you there?
Yeah. The pound yen is kind of jittery, to say the least.
All of this.
It's just
Just
jittery.
doing a change on direction on the 1 minute. Don't want to
Yes,
sit through that.
I'm lost as to what's going on, to be honest with
Yes, on the 1 minute seems to be going bullish. So
Yeah.
that's why I got out of the Swiss yen because of this 13 following past the 50, getting
well,
bullish. It pulled. I want to pick up my 60 pips on this one.
you will do. I just took an add-on on gold.
It'll be a new 15-minute bar, so hopefully this will come down. This will come down, and this will come down. And 5 minute didn't do much. Hmm. Tomorrow is also some big news, right?
All right. Oh,
Yeah.
let me just check. Oh, there's big pound news tomorrow.
Yeah, there's the BOE interest rate decision
Yeah, okay,
tomorrow,
all right, okay. What time, your time is that?
7:30. I mean 7 o'clock.
7 to 5, midday.
So by the time we come into the trading session tomorrow, this news will already be out. Even the governor's speech will be done. So market should have settled. Oh, tomorrow at 7:30. The session is at 7:30 tomorrow. Just remember that. And
What's that?
then 7:30 tomorrow morning.
All right.
And then Friday you have GDP for the pound. And also there was some US news. Consumer sentiment at 10. Why is that always on Friday at 10 o'clock? They always move the market on that. Okay, so the pound is going to raise interest rates by a quarter point.
At least.
That's what expected, quarter point.
Well,
All 7 people voted to raise the rate. Well, 7 said raise the rate, 2 said leave it unchanged. You had 9 governors, I guess. And that'll be interesting. Oh, there's the core PPI tomorrow for the US at 8:30. How come it's not a high impact on Forex Factory?
I can't get the Forex Factory at the moment. It says, keeps saying site can't be reached.
Yeah, many people trying to access it.
Oh yeah. There must be something wrong with my internet.
No, it's just they don't have the bandwidth to handle all the requests coming in to look at the news. So let's say they have a million connections, that they're subscribed to, and you're the 1,001st person.
Yeah.
Till somebody drops off, you won't be able to get in.
I don't know.
I didn't think with today's bandwidth anybody did that, but apparently they still do.
Hard to know.
Yeah, everything seems to be reversing. Look at the pound dollar coming down.
What?
Pound dollar is coming down.
Yeah. Pound yen is coming down again.
Yeah.
Looks like pound yen is trying to set up again.
Pound yen. Yeah, 5 minute needs to set up.
Hopefully that 1 minute strong move down should bring the 5.
Mhm.
Somebody needs to tell the Swiss yen what the pound yen is doing.
Didn't
And
get
the
the memo.
USD yen. The yen pairs are not talking to each other. Those
No,
damn
no,
traders
no.
sitting next to each other doing the opposite things.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like time to take a short on the pound yen.
Yeah.
Put the target as yesterday's low. See what it does.
What a bit. Oh, God.
I swear gold just waits on me to get in, then slows down.
All does that to everybody.
Let's see.
Go back to gold. Back to gold. Come on.
Yeah, taking a CAD yen short. Should have waited for this to break. Too late.
All right, pound yen starting to move.
Mhm. Come on, come on. Give me what I need. Sorry. It's
There we go. Come on, baby. Give us that long candle.
interesting, but the CAD is weak.
Pound yen hit my take profit.
Huh? Onion hit your take profit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think. One second now. Let's see how many I got.
It's going nowhere. I want to look at yen. Not going anywhere.
I got out of the pound yen for 20 pips.
You took how many trades did you take?
Oh, just 2 trades.
2 trades, right? Okay.
Yeah, I was up 30. And it's starting to
Yeah.
pull back, and it's getting close to 8:30. So I don't know what he's going to try to do.
Yeah. I'm out to. And the
Got
one is
86.
starting to recycle.
I got 86 on the pound yen.
Okay. How many trades did you take? 4?
Too many. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What lot size are you trading, if you don't mind my
Just taking one lot, just one lot.
one lot? Okay. I'm going to get out of my gold. I got 23 pips.
Don't tell me gold has pulled back up. No, it hasn't.
It's pulling back up on the one, and I just didn't feel like sitting through it.
Okay. Actually, do you know how gold shouldn't even be going short? It should be going long.
Yeah.
So they're just doing the double takeout. Did you close out your gold rush?
23.
I closed out mine 65, 2 trades.
Yeah. I'm not as brave as you. I only take one lot.
Your lots are yours. Your.
No, I'm trading one lot here.
Okay, and then of course it moved on down just to where I would have had my take profit. Yeah. Maybe go a lot lower. Who knows? Hold on, Jeannie. Hold on.
Gold is starting to go again.
Yeah, well, it can keep going now because I'm finished. I've got a funeral to go to soon.
Again?
Yeah. It's never ending. My partner Breda and I sat down, and you know, she's not as happy here as I thought she was. But she said she's going to give it the summer, and then we'll make up our minds. She has a couple of months off. Okay. And I just said, hopefully we'll be able to get a summer without any bereavements.
Right.
And the following morning, we got a call to say one of our very good family friend of theirs. I've met him a few times.
Yeah.
He was only 52, I think. He passed away in the hospital.
Operation.
They've been trying to get him a new set of lungs for the last 4 years, and
wow.
So he's been going around with one of those oxygen things, dragging it behind him, you know.
Emphysema.
I think it's a bit worse than that, but it just didn't work out for him, you know. He's gone. Doesn't matter what now, does it? He's gone.
Yeah.
So and Breda's brother met this guy when he went into infant school. When he was like 4 years old, and they've been
childhood friends. Yeah.
They've been best pals ever since.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just one of those things, we have to go to it. So
yeah.
Got out of the pound yen just at the right time.
Turn around, didn't it?
Yeah. Gold is just starting to turn back up again.
Yeah.
All right. So
any other trades you're going to take? If not, Sandev, can you go over what we talked about yesterday?
Yeah.
All right. Which pair do you want to look at? Doesn't matter, I guess.
Yeah, it don't matter.
So lead me on, and I'll point and shoot while you talk.
Okay. Was going over the 1 hour cycles and how you only get about maybe 2 to 3 cycles per day. So whenever if your 13 is above the 50, then you're concentrating on cycles in that direction.
So
and a lot of times you
do.
And then it changed.
Right.
So now you're concentrating on cycles to the downside.
Right. You count this as a cycle, right?
Yeah, that would be a small cycle. And usually those cycles are gonna land within the session.
Just before or at the session.
Yeah, before or at the session, it usually starts to set up.
Yeah. So, John.
Yeah.
What is your favorite pair?
Well, I've been kind of following the pound US and gold, really. So.
All right. So the pound US, you come in the day and your 13 is above the 50.
Yeah.
So you're looking for a long cycle, right? That was your only long cycle. Then it turned below 50, right?
Yeah.
And this became your short cycle right here. So you're looking at the peak. This was the only trade today, right? After the session, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking at 15-minute peak. This is in trend right here, right?
Yeah.
And you go down to the 5, and now you're looking for a trade, which would be right there. Right there. So if you wait till it all turns all red, there's your trade, there's your exit, that's 10 pips. That's not bad before the news.
No, it was a good entry.
Yeah.
Good solid entry, good solid direction.
Right, but the point is, I mean, today wasn't an ideal day to look at this, right? So let's say yesterday I started to point up, right? But really the cycle is to the downside and went below over here, You go to the 15-minute, and the 15-minute is cycling down, right?
Yeah, nicely too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go down to the 5-minute, and the 5-minute gave you an entry right there,
Yeah.
and that became your short. 16 pips, right? Back on the one, and you say, okay, do I have another cycle? Is another cycle setting up here to the short side?
Yeah.
Back to the 15, and starts to go down over here, right?
Yeah.
And you look at the 5, and there's your entry,
Yeah.
and 20 pips. If you sat through all this crap. And you look at this over here, you have 1 hour is probably cycling up at this point.
Right.
Yeah, 1 hour cycling up, right? But it doesn't cross the 50 till here. So you can see that the 5 and the 13 are moving together and say, okay, this is a cycle up after a peak, right?
Right.
And then you look at the 5 into 15-minute. 15-minute is peaking right here.
Yeah.
And it comes out over here. And you look at the 5-minute, and there's your entry right away when all turns blue, right? And you take your entry there, back to the 15. 15 to give you the 1 hour cycles, and your exit is somewhere here. That's 30 pips. So on a crappy sideways day, you got 10 pips, 20 pips, and 30 pips, 60 pips. Where the currency really is not cycling. Right? Yes, what was the trade yesterday? I think Santiago, you took the Euro Aussie yesterday.
Yeah, Euro Aussie, and I think that's it.
Yeah. So Euro Aussie started to cycle up somewhere here, right?
Yeah.
Right.
There. It actually crosses the 50 right there. And you look at the 5. That was a 15-minute. 1 hour. 1 hour is cycling up here, right? And then the 15 is also cycling up. And look at the 5. 5 gives you a trade right there. And then you go back to the 15, and your 1 hour cycle ends over here. And that's 40 pips.
Yeah, that's a really good way to trade a sideways market, isn't it?
Yeah. So the key thing that Santiago is pointing out, and I've sort of taken over his narrative, but is to keep track of the 13 and how it's behaving.
Right.
If it's sloping up with the 5, then you don't have to wait for the 50, because eventually the momentum is going to take it over.
Right.
But if it's lagging like this, even though it's moving together, you have to be a little bit more careful. So let's look at that cycle. So here they can come out of the 80 cycling down. At the
Right.
15. 15 is all the way down here. So you have to wait for a cycle, which happens here.
Okay.
And this is the end of this in the US session. And you look at the 5-minute, and the 5-minute gives you an entry over here. And there's your trade. So it's not much. But it gives you a definition around where your entries should be, or how your entries should look like, and then where your exits are.
So the overriding factor is the 1 hour.
Yeah, for the day,
cycles.
right? Because the peaks, like Santiago said, happen around session, beginning of sessions.
Right.
Right. So like this is going long, and this is at the beginning of a session. This coming down is at the beginning of the US session, right?
Yeah.
And and since this was a sideways market, you had two change of directions without a cycle in between, right? Which
Right.
tells you it's a ranging market. So it's something like this here, right?
Yeah.
This is going up at the beginning of the day, correct?
Yeah.
By the time you come to the Euro session, you're at the bottom here. So you're saying, okay, it's strong to the bottom. What is the 15-minute doing? Whereas there, 15-minute. The 15-minute is giving me a cycle down, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at the 5. And the 5 gives you an entry, come on. Here, or you can say here, the clean entry, right?
Right.
And if you go back to the 15 to look at your 1 hour cycle, it starts over here, right?
Yeah.
And this is 16 pips.
Right.
You go back to the 1 and say, okay, I'm looking for another cycle. This is another cycle here to the downside. 15-minute is cycling here. And then the 5-minute entry, actually the entry is right in the cycle itself, right there. Because it crossed, everything crossed, right? So it's a trend trade.
Okay.
And then you get another, what is it, 17 pips out of that. Next cycle is over here. Right, this is in between sessions.
Right.
Look at the H1, sorry. H1 cycle, well, you can see this slight bump over here, this cycle. Right?
Yep.
You look at the 15. The 15 cycle is over here where it peaks. And the 5-minute then gives you a clean entry over here.
Right.
And then you go to the 15-minute and your exit is over here. 47 pips.
What about the pound Swiss? Sorry, the Swiss yen at the moment then?
You know,
This
just
is-
then bring back to the current market. Oh, look at that. Pound Swiss should be falling then, right?
Oh, no, the Swiss yen, I beg your pardon, the Swiss yen.
Yeah, look at that.
Now look at the 1 hour.
1 hour give a cycle over here.
Yeah. So
Right.
you go back to the 15.
Yeah, you draw the. So that's the cycle.
Yeah.
Here, and it's also a peak. It's a peak right here. So you go to the 15-minute and say, okay, 15-minute cycle started here, right? And then you go to the 5-minute, and the 5-minute entries, the clean entries over here, right?
Yeah.
And you take a short.
Have you got another short now?
Yeah, so we should be taking a short. But
Because this is the one that you took earlier on, and I took it with you, and we went
yeah,
back like
it's
20,
moving now, right?
went back 20 pips, and now it's up 5 pips. You know,
Yeah.
it's
So if you
pound yen about to hit its previous day low.
yeah, so all the yen
Okay.
pairs have suddenly decided to play.
oh god, oh my god, market makers are
Anyway, so this was 54 pips on the initial entry.
all right.
And this is not a, I mean, this is a cycle to the downside, so you're going to stay in. And
Right.
it's, anyway, so the power, you get the meaning.
And the pound yen is going to go down for another 70 pips here.
Yeah, pound yen. Yeah, look at that. So if you looked at the pound yen cycle, which was here, right?
Yeah.
This was the peak, right?
Yeah.
And this is before the news.
Okay.
And I'm missing data. So
All right, so Well,
each one.
you're going to have to come up with a way to set an alert for when these peaks and troughs happen on the 1 hour. So
Uh,
get busy, get busy, all right? Because like, you know,
I mean, I can add the alert to this and
just
when
get
it changes
you know, I mean,
strengths.
I'm telling you this for the last 3 months, and now Reggie and now Santiago is telling you, right? You
What
know,
is he telling me?
to get an alert for this 1 hour swing on the stochastics.
He doesn't need an alert. He's awake all 24 hours.
I'm getting an alarm clock that'll set off from your end to get me up as well. Okay.
Here's the entry for the pound yen, and this was after the news,
Yeah. And it's still
And-
going.
like 50 pips.
Yeah. Oh my God.
But I mean, this was news time, so you have to be careful, right?
I know.
Basically, entry
The
was
time to
here.
take the pound yen short today was right in the middle of the London session, just coming out of it.
Right, yeah.
Place your stop, leave it there, and set your target, and it's just running into that.
Yeah, it would have been
What you would have set as a target, and you'd now be up 70 odd pips.
23 pip target, 23 pip stop, and the target, even for the weekly pivot, would have been 70 pips.
Yeah.
And right now it would have been 100 some pips.
Yeah. So,
Of course, we have Swiss yen and
no, you got to
Stop.
remember that the pound yen can be a very, you know, it can be a real douche when it wants to be, you know.
right. But
Only-
if you're following the turnarounds, the swings on the 1 hour.
Yeah.
You have a better chance of it working out if you have the patience.
Yes.
And like I was telling Santiago yesterday, this is the one thing I'm sorely lacking is patience. I'm very impatient. And I shouldn't be, but I am. I am what I am.
Ever see that film, The Kingdom of Heaven?
No,
Oh, it's a brilliant film. You got to watch this.
what's it about?
It's about the crusade to Jerusalem and the war between the Christians and the Muslims.
So first or second crusade?
Huh?
Is it the first crusade or the second?
Probably the first, yeah. But
Goal-
it's
goal-
kind of it's
Goal is starting.
Goal is about what?
And I say his goal is starting to push up, trying to set up to go long.
yeah. That's why it should be happening because the yen is getting stronger. So
Right.
gold should be getting stronger. Flights to safety. Now come on, Swiss yen, and just get down there and hit my target with it so I can go to this funeral.
There we go. Gold is taking off. All right.
Did we get a cycle on the 1 hour?
It was
Yeah.
already in a cycle.
Yeah.
15 minutes coming back
15
into a
is giving
cycle.
us a new cycle up now.
Yeah.
5 is giving us a cycle up.
Right.
And the 1 is gone.
Yeah.
Except I don't trust it, so.
Okay.
Come on down.
This is the, I don't know why I
Hey.
put my target here.
The pound yen is after moving. Just keep moving this pound yen.
Yeah,
Big
all the
moves.
yen pairs are moving. I put it at the previous day low. You just bring it lower to this target here. Getting greedy. Maybe the bane of my life.
All right, took a quick 40 out of gold.
Huh?
A quick 40 long out of gold.
Good for you.
Oh, you must have gotten in right when it broke this
Yeah,
channel.
you got in right at the break. Yeah. Come on, Swissian, come down. Come to daddy. Come on.
All right, I'm about 290 pips for the day.
Oh, poor baby.
Poor man. 10 short.
That's because you're not fast enough on the button.
Yeah, I'm not fast enough.
No pizza for you tonight if you don't get those 10 pips.
I know, right? I should have just stayed in my pound yen.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just the patience
it
part.
was just recycling. Yeah. All right, so I've put a very tight stop loss on the Swiss yen, 7 pip stop loss. I'll just let it run, do whatever it needs to do. Gold is just not behaving. It wants to turn around. It's speaking on the 15-minute,
Okay.
but has a mind of its own. Speaking on the 1 hour also.
What am I looking at? Swiss yen.
Yeah, New Zealand yen trying to turn around too. Euro yen turned around again. All the
All the
pairs-
yen pairs turn around to go south. USD yen is turning around.
Well, I mean, when we did the evaluation, the yen pairs had the best setups.
Yeah,
Probably should have stuck with
stuck
those.
with the yen pairs. Yeah.
Come.
Euro yen, we were just waiting for a cycle down on the M15.
You see, when you have a good setup and the news is not for that pair,
Yeah,
then
it should follow through.
Yeah, it should follow through.
All right. Swiss yen, I've done a break even. So now I don't lose anything on that. Reason I did that was it was up 10 pips, so I should have moved my stop loss anyway. Gold is just,
I don't mind gold. At this stage of the day, it's when it goes like that, gold, you no idea what it's going to do.
the 1 minute is recycling, so it's waffling.
Yeah.
All right, so did you get the gist of what I was saying, John?
Yeah, you're talking about the 1 hour peaks and troughs, going
Correct.
back to the 15 and taking the 5s and 1s.
Correct.
That's basically what it's about.
Yes.
Okay.
And for if you're going to do swing trading, which you don't do, but if you do,
Yeah.
then you look at the daily and the 4 hour,
All right.
and then take your trades on the 1 hour or the 15-minute. So at the beginning of the week, you can look at it and say, okay, what is a 4 hour doing, right? Okay,
Yeah,
since
I
my
hear
trades
you.
are set here, so I don't want to look at gold and feel
Well,
depressed.
what I have learned is that no matter what, on a Monday, say, okay,
Yeah,
that you wait until after the London Open on a Monday for sure. All right.
correct. But you can do the analysis, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you'll
So-
be analyzing, but you won't be trading unless it's an absolute, cast iron setup.
Right. So the point is that, you were above. The 13 was above the 50, right?
Yeah, I
So you're
understand that.
looking for a swing up, and you never get that. You get the 15, you get the 13 moving below, right? This is a bad week anyway.
Right.
But if you look over here, you're going short, right?
Right.
Because this is moving down together.
Okay.
So if you look at that, and the daily is peaking, right? So if you look at the daily, the daily is also cycling down.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the 1 hour, you say, okay, what is the 1 hour? So 1 hour gets set over here, starts to cycle down, right?
Right.
This is Monday. You're saying don't look to the. This is in the U.S. session. So you look at the 15-minute, and let's say we're taking an entry on the 15. 15 is giving you an entry right away.
Yeah.
So you take your entry, put your stop loss, calculate your lots. This is a 50 pip stop loss, so it's a 20 lot trade for me. And then you go back to the 4 hour, and there's your trade right there. 20 lots, 50 pips, $10,000. Now you come over here and you say, okay, I'm peaking on the 4 hour. The daily starts to peak over here, somewhere in here. And you say, okay, what do I do? What do I do? I need to look at my 1 hour at this point. And the 1 hour is all the way up here, so I'm waiting for a cycle or a peak, which happens in the Euro session. Back to the 15. 15 gives me an entry right there. My stop loss is right here. And this is a 24 pip stop loss, is a 40 lot trade. And you go back to the 4 hour and you go to the end of the peak. 125 pips, right?
Yeah.
40 lots. And just a mere $50,000. Of course, you can add on, right? And you can add another add-on here.
Yeah.
Another 50 pips, so another $20,000. $70,000 plus 10,000. $80,000. That's half a year's pay for me.
That's not bad for a day's work, is it?
A week.
Oh, whatever.
But it's the same concept, essentially.
It's more than what most people earn in a year.
Correct. So the way the peaks help, the daily is peaking after a 2 ball, you know you're going to get a short.
Okay.
And
Right.
then the daily is peaking after a 2 ball here, and you know you're going long.
Yeah.
Same thing, short. Now you're going long, right?
Okay.
You're waiting for a long. You got a 3 ball here, so it's kind of iffy. But 1 ball short, right?
Yeah.
1 ball long. So you have a ball and a peak on a daily, you're going short. Ball and a peak, going long. Makes it simpler.
Okay.
So if you're looking at the 1 hour, now you're looking at 4 hour peaks. Right? So you have a ball and a peak, you're going long. Ball and a peak, going long. Ball and a peak, you're looking for longs. Ball and peak, short. Ball and peak, long. So that's one way to look at it. The other way is what Santiago said, you look at the 13 and you look at the peaks and troughs.
Okay.
Based on that. So
Right.
either way works. Ah, man, the yen retreated. Yeah.
It does that coming up to the top of an hour.
Yeah, so I got out to break even.
Well, usually what happens when they do this is that once the top of the hour hits, and I'm saying usually, not always, it'll turn around and go back down.
Yeah.
Sometimes what happens at the top of the hour is whatever direction it's going is at the top of each hour, they'll send it back up. And if it's going down, they'll send it back up.
The other direction.
And then 5 minutes after the top of the hour, they'll send it back down again.
Right.
That's
So gold trade is down 23 pips. Whatever. So we're done for the day, right?
yeah. I need to go because I have to get ready for this funeral.
So you won't be in tomorrow?
Oh, I'll be here tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of the wake today, so I won't be going to the actual burial tomorrow.
Okay.
I just couldn't face another one.
All right,
So-
I'm going to stop sharing the screens,
All right. Okay.
and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good day.
Okay. Talk to you in the morning.
Bye.
See you, Santiago. Adios.
All right, see you later.
Bye.